All right, warriors, welcome back. Do your breathing exercise. Come back regimented, clear that mind space. It doesn't even have to be so much as a breathing exercise, but to come in understanding that what we're here to do is navigate through chaos and try and add puzzle pieces. And look, I'm going to give you this. I want to challenge you to go back to the Chronicle Library and start little by little accumulating puzzle pieces, but not for knowledge, for application. You see, for every 4 golden nuggets, you apply one, so that in baby steps you start to develop a lifestyle. And it's when you start performing and operating an autopilot is when you're going to start seeing some badass changes. But it's a lot to take in, so moderate yourselves. Look, too much of a good thing can be bad for you. And so you got to be able to do it in bite-sized portions so that you can develop a lifestyle change, a beautiful lifestyle change. Otherwise, you're going to just accumulate so much data that in itself can get you to surrender because it's just too much to stomach. And so I just challenge you, take one baby step at a time, one golden nugget, apply it. Once that becomes a lifestyle, then snatch another one and apply that and start to mitigate your own life in a direction that's positive. That's what 5 seconds in that breathing exercise does for you. It gives you the time you need to readjust and not be so dang reactive, but respond intelligently, utilizing your life's journey, your walk of all these experiences to get you to call some badass shots, calculated, and can even be explained in detail. Warriors, what I want you to understand is with narcissists, they didn't wait until this new social norm of, oh, I now identify as whatever, right? He, them, their, what's, coulda, shouldas, wouldas, I don't know. Psst, hey, listen, narcissists always marry and identify as single. And it's your dang fault for not asking, because a narcissist will tell you if you ask them. Well, if you'd asked, I'd have told you. It's your fault. Warriors, this awareness is going to clear out toxicity. And let me tell you why. When people say, hey, you rattle their demons, what it is because you were raised out of the same neighborhoods, same household perhaps, the same forces, and you just made better decisions. You see, they can convince total ass strangers that don't know them how hard they've had it and the excuses that they serve up. But when they're present around you, that crumbles. Because you made the right choices. This is what it is to rattle their demons. It's why you make people uneasy that were around you, that were raised around you, that you grew up with. And it's why you need to pay attention to red flags of false loyalties. You see, for many of y'all carrying dead weight, an entourage of freeloaders that pretend to watch your back. Warriors, when you can see through narcissism, they can hide it from the rest, but they can't hide it from you. And because of that, you're going to have a following of haters. You're going to have a state of people always wanting to smear your good name and reputation because it screams the poor decisions that they've made in their lives. And it's for this reason that you need to exercise your discernment and understand that it's not quantity that matters, it's quality. Warriors, in order to disarm narcissists, you need reverse narcology. Don't play into it. Accept them for who they are, but I need you to reverberate it. I'm going to give you 5 ideas where you're not negotiating yourself into an argument, because that's what you're being set up for when you're being provoked by narcissists. One of them, or one of the first ones, it's usually the best one also, but I'm going to give you some badass ones, so pay attention. Get your pen out, and you need to rehearse it, so that you remember it just as quick as you would a nasty ass joke or a cuss word, because that's the first things we learn when we're learning a new language. Warriors, this can save your life and or avoid a setup. Now look, what you need to understand first and foremost is in the manipulation of the narcissist is to keep you engaged in a loop that's never going to find a solution. It's not designed to find a solution. It's to derive a reaction. Now, perceptions are what they come with you. They come at you with perceptions. And what you need to understand is you need to accept them for who they are, right? Your perceptions are yours. You're entitled to them. Another is to show them that you could really care less at the absurdity of their perceptions and conclusions by just agreeing with theirs and say, hey, you're entitled to them. Your anger is not my responsibility. And look, sometimes you're going to have to be blunt. And this is what it means to hit them head on, face to face. Your anger is not my responsibility. And another is, I can completely and totally accept how you feel. Now, by doing this, you're not only driving the narcissist crazy, but because of depriving them from the supply, feeding the fire, they're going to try and bait you into an argument by provoking you in other ways immediately after, but it stumps them. It's like a tongue twister, because their next thought was to hit you with the argument, right? Because you were supposed to posture defensively. It's supposed to provoke you. Now you've left them speechless. Warriors, another is, it's unfortunate that you feel that way. Shifting that emotion right back into their own lap. I'm not here to be your emotional tampon, is what you're screaming. And nor am I interested in engaging and acting like I'm interested in solving this for you. You see, it can be said that the only way someone can hurt you is you first have to give a damn about them. What you're exposing is your I don't give a damn. Warriors, another is you're entitled to your opinion. All of these statements can be used as bullets, conversation stoppers, not starters. And every one of these, when executed, you need to already be prepared to turn and walk away. You got something to do. Warriors, narcissists can only thrive using these tricks if they have an effect on you and if you accept to engage. The beauty and the power that you hold is your silence and absence screams. But by being deliberate and blunt, see, even bystanders watching are learning how to handle toxicity. But at the same time, what you're doing is, in a very public way or one-on-one, is letting it be known, I see through you. You see, narcissists understand that when you have this awareness, there are certain things in the way you express yourself that they're able to know you're not someone to be dealing with in this way. Look, I've had narcissists I've deliberately looked at and told them, I'm not the one. You need to move on. They know exactly what I'm saying. Even among total strangers listening in on the conversation, their jaw would drop. You see, what you have no idea is you have the power to command the respect you've earned. Narcissists are trying to command respect unearned. Warriors, there's going to be a lot of people when you come into this awareness and choose your path. They're going to envy you because of this choice, but more than anything else, they will have a rage because of the entitlement. I need you to be able to defend yourself intelligently without becoming a target. See, narcissists need an enemy, because in the triangulation, even though there are many that chase them, not out of lust, it's anger. But this is not what they're telling their new target. They're telling their new target that all these people that are after them want them, as if they're high value, not because you're trying to open a can of whoop ass on them. So by you falling silent and going ghost, absent, others won't be misinformed in the lie and manipulation, in flipping the script of the truth and bending reality so that they look as high value or as the victim. Warriors, you went through this journey, this lesson, so that you could decipher between toxicity and authenticity. There was a time when you didn't know the difference. Now you know the difference, and you're so hyper-focused on the lesson that it seems like you're only surrounded by toxicity, and that's all that exists in the world. Warriors, there are badasses among you. Little by little, as you start to adopt different changes in your life, lifestyle changes, what you're going to start seeing is that you're invited to those tables. Right now, you can't be seen. And let me tell you something. You'll soon see that those who walk and stay in their lane don't allow others to invite themselves into their circles. They observe to see how you handle your business. How do you demonstrate by actions who you are before you're invited to their tables? You see, because when warriors gather, we owe each other the respect to not bring in garbage into those circles, because we know how destructive it can be. And you'll appreciate that more and more and more as you begin to change your life, making the necessary changes, and understand there's plenty of folks out there that got no business being in relationships. It's a disaster. Hurt people hurting other hurt people, staying stuck in their loop, not realizing that they could have benefited more from the lesson and applied some lifestyle changes and surrounded themselves with their own kind. Not everyone is going to see what you see nor have been through. It's why it's so important that we fix our pickers. And it starts with picking healthy associations that develop into friendships and soon become great friends. There'll come a time then, if you so choose, to pair up. What greater opportunity than to pick from the badasses among you? You see, narcissists can't come and draw a wedge between that. Oh, doesn't mean they won't try. But you've already been through it. You know what to expect. You know how to build those boundaries. And when you surround yourselves with warriors, everyone's watching each other's six. Warriors, watch who it is you associate with. There are many around you giving you bad advice because they want you to stay single. They want you to stay in their circles. They have an issue also with abandonment. Warriors, there are many among you that don't want to be left behind. And they know once you awaken, your epiphany will be knowing that they were suppressing you. And admittedly, you will recognize that you were dumbing down. And it's why you felt drained. You felt a void. But little did you know, it was your cup that was empty, pouring in to vessels with holes in them. Energy vampires exhausting you to no end. Quantity will never serve you any purpose. It's quality. And one thing you're going to realize soon, you weren't here to follow Narcissist's lead. You weren't here to be their equal. You're not an emotional tampon. All along, you were supposed to be leading them. They work for you. You see, while you live the dream, they believe they're working for the dream. Warriors, get out there, own it. Shake the dirt off your ass. And look, every now and again you're going to fall. What's important is, what was the lesson? Because in this life, each connection will either make you or break you. And if the quality of the people that you're meeting isn't elevating, then it's time to back up. Stop fishing in the same ponds expecting different results. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. And I thank you so much for your support. Thank you for sharing in the remarks and being there for each other. And understand, look at me. Every damn one of you matter. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time, warriors. Namaste.
And I've been counting days to get away.